Welcome to orientation. My name is Scott Allen, and I am
Recording
honored
in progress.
to be the person to say hello and welcome to each and every one of you tonight. We have a lot of information to cover. We're going to talk about a lot of great things, but before we get going, we always like to kind of get an idea of who is here with us. So if you want to, you can drop a little note in the chat saying where you're dialing in from, where you're calling in from. I'm in Lakewood, California, fun capital of California. Not so much. But anyway, yeah, so here we go. There, Denver, Oregon, Houston, Michigan, North Carolina, Chula Vista, Texas. I see a BC, Canada in there. Yes, Saskatchewan, Arkansas. They're going to fly by so fast, I'm not going to be able to read them all, but look at all the places that everybody is dialing in from. Salt Lake, San Antonio, Central Arkansas, OKC, Oklahoma. I love it. So many great places. Vancouver, Marietta. I love it. It's always great for us to see all of the different connections that people have that we're making as this company is growing and we're getting more and more planners and distributors. It's fascinating to see where people dial in from. Oftentimes, we'll see people calling in on this call even from Hong Kong and some of the newer locations. So that's really terrific. Um, we want to get the orientation started, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if I can remember how to do so. And here we are. So so this is the orientation. We do want to say welcome. This is going to give you sort of a quick start game plan of what you should be doing if you've just joined the Riemann family, if you're a new planner, if you're considering becoming a planner, if you're a old-time planner and you've already leveled up. It's always great to come in and listen to these orientation calls. I know that for me personally, I had to come in like 3, 4, 5, 6 different times just to really understand all of the rank advancement and levels and things because they're not that difficult, but they're just, it's new to me. I hadn't done anything like this before. So coming into the Riemann community, you're going to make a lot of new acquaintances, a lot of new friends. You're going to build some great relationships, and we are very excited that you are here. I am going to tell you that if you can or if you want to take notes during this call so that if you have questions afterwards, really the place to start is going to be your sponsor, your upline, the people who are directly connected to you that can get you the answers to any of your questions. Many times during these calls, we're trying to give you so much information, we may not see your questions in the Q&A, but rest assured they will be answered. Just make sure you reach out to your upline and your sponsor, the person that brought you here or invited you to this call. So let's talk about tonight's agenda. Welcome. There, that part's done. Okay, we're going to talk about the support system that we have at Riemann. We're going to talk about Riemann. We're going to talk about launching your business and the different achievements that you can make, the different levels in the Riemann opportunity. There's going to be some amazing announcements. I mean, we just finished the convention. We just finished this last weekend, the convention in Irvine. I'm still pumped up. In fact, it's like, that's for you, Tim. I was just like, what is happening? There's so much information. It was almost information overload, but it definitely makes you more excited about what you are becoming a part of. So we're going to go over all of this information. Before we get started, I always forget to do this. So I want to give you just a quick description of why I'm here, right? Because part of what we're going to talk about tonight is why. Why Riemann? Why the opportunity? Why are you here? And so for me, I mean, obviously the product is amazing, but it wasn't about product for me. A very quick history, because I tend to ramble. My wife and I started a fashion company years ago. We had our own fashion company here in Los Angeles. It was a multi-million-dollar company. We were doing very, very well. It was very successful. We had bought a new house in Long Beach on the Bluff. We had bought a building in downtown LA for our business. So there's a couple of $1 million there. And the money is coming in. The fashion is great. We had 25 employees, etc. And then the recession hit. And that made a huge change for us. And I know it affected a lot of Americans, but we were completely made in America. We weren't doing things overseas at that time. That was our choice. And when all of the boutiques that we were selling to, all of the stores that we were selling to started to close or suffer or go out of business, that forced our hand and we had to close our business. It was a very difficult time for both my wife Randa and I to go through that. And, like many other Americans, we lost some of our investments. We lost some money. We had to sell the house. We had to sell the business. We had to move into a townhome for a while. But here's the key: we didn't give up. We didn't say, oh, woe is me. That's the end of that. That's not the people we are. We found jobs for all of the employees that we had, except for one. And I feel terrible to this day that we couldn't find that last guy a job. But we made sure all of our staff were employed before we left. Randa walked into her own job. She's still doing product development and private label for the fashion business. And I walked into a job for the software company that we were using to run our business and said, you got to hire me because I know your software better than you, which I did. And I did that for a number of years. In fact, I still work with them a bit today. And so the key here is it's not about having a sob story. It's about I didn't want to ever feel like my financial future could be impacted so heavily with something like that again. And Riemann is the first thing that has come along to me ever where I actually could see a future where I can build a business now. And even when I'm not building it as heavily in the next 10 years or so, there will be some passive income. There will be opportunity to have that financial relief that I'm really looking for, excuse me, looking for into my retirement. So that's the reason that I'm here. And it doesn't hurt that it took 10 years off my wife either. So that's awesome. And, I'm doing okay. But everyone's going to have a different reason as to why we're here. And I think it's important that you really think about that, especially if you're new to the business, because you're going to want to have a strong reason for carrying forward in this opportunity. But let's talk a little bit about who is Riemann. If you're new to Riemann, if you're new to us, and this is your first orientation, well, Riemann was founded in or established in 2018 in Korea. They did over $2 billion in sales in the first few years of business. Now, I don't know if you know this. I'm not a huge business economist, but I did run hotels in New York for years. I understand how business works. I had my own business here in LA. 90% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years. It is very rare for a business to do billions of dollars in their first few years. Certainly, within 5 years, that's amazing. And that tells you right there, and it certainly told me this company is serious. They are serious about what they're doing. And the key is they must have a good product because you can't do $2 billion in sales if you're not selling something that is absolutely stunningly amazing. And that's what they did. 35 million bottles sold in the first 5 years in a country that's only about 59 million people. So it's really an amazing product. They launched in North America back in March of 2023. We've done the Taiwan pre-launch and Hong Kong, and there are other countries coming down the road. In fact, they just announced at the convention that in 2025, it looks like we're going to be opening up potentially Mexico, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, and Japan. So if that holds true, this business, this company, this opportunity is going to just completely explode like hotcakes, like nothing you've ever seen before. And you're in it at the right time, 100%. So Riemann is really, really amazing at what they do with the product. Again, we were just at the convention. We heard from the founder, Mr. An. We heard from Chairman Juan. We heard from General Manager Betty Perez. We heard from President of Sales Danny Bay, and so many other people, so many directors. We have 2 national directors now, teams. I mean, it's amazing. And congrats, gentlemen. It's amazing what we see people doing. Directors, senior directors, people that are growing and leveling up in this company because of all of the effort, because of everything that they put into their products. So, the philosophy behind the Korean skincare obviously is they believe in cleanse and then hydrate and protect. And if you know our products, that's what we do. That is the focus of Incelderm and Radiansum. And then we happen to have the bonus of the lifening products as well, and the Bodalab products as well. So these products give us immediate results. They are amazing, safe, affordable luxury products. They are all plant-based products, right? I mean, the Boda Lab is basically vegan certified. And the best thing is, if you put it on your face, you already know this, you can see the difference. Most of us have seen a difference in 24 hours. Some people within 3 days. Nobody has not seen a difference, in my opinion, in a week. Everyone has seen a difference, and usually it's so amazing. That's why you're here. They provide also this affiliate style high commission model that we're all here and learning about tonight. How do we take advantage of the opportunity and really, grow our own business? And for me, I didn't know about it at first, but one of the biggest benefits is the community. Every single person at the convention, it didn't matter where they were from, what team they were on, how they got brought in, who was their upline. Everybody wanted to say hello. Everybody had a story they wanted to tell and to talk to you and learn about you and share their love of the product. And to me, that is absolutely spectacular. So when it comes to support, you have the person who signed you up, first of all, and their entire upline. Those are the people you should really go to first. But you also have Remon.com and some of the other features I want to talk about right now. Remon.com is an amazing web portal just for all of us, for planners and distributors of the product. You can enroll your new planners, distributors, you can enroll your new customers, they can place orders, you can look at your order management and sales management, and there's performance metrics and everything. When I first got into this about almost a year and a half ago, the website was different. And it was okay, but I was like, oh, I wish they would change something. And lo and behold, a few people said a few things and they were listening, and bam, new website. And it became more amazing. And now we love the website. And maybe there's a few things we're still like, oh, I wish did this a little bit differently or something, something. And guess what? At the convention, bam, they announced it. New things coming, right? End of October, we're going to have even more features that make our lives easy as planners and distributors of this amazing product and this amazing opportunity. So Remon.com is where you'll want to go for the basic information of getting new customers, getting new planners, and then you're going to want to take advantage of the Remon Business Office, RBO. You can get there from rbo.remon.com. Once you have your planner ID, you can sign in, and this is where you're going to see all of your history, all of your genealogy, as we like to call it. Who are all of the people that I have signed up? Who are all of my customers? Why haven't they placed an order in the past 5 days? You can find it all there on the website. The one thing I like about it the most is they really took the time to make sure that it is mobile friendly. We all live on these, right? This is my best friend. I love you. We live on these things. So being able to go on your mobile device, look at your business, see how your business is doing, and you don't have to pay anything extra for that. That is included in the cost of becoming a planner. This is truly amazing stuff. They have a My Shop, right? You can create, basically, I'll call them shopping carts or shopping bags. You can personalize the shop. It can have your photo, a little welcome message. You can send out links to people to say, hey, here's what I recommend. And they can click those links and they can buy those things that you're sending to them very easily without having to go looking all over the site or trying to figure it out. So this is another feature. And this feature, I think, is what's going to be getting a little bit of an upgrade, but you didn't hear it from me, coming in October. So that's a really great feature that I think everyone will love, is to be able to customize everything on the My Shop. Additionally, there is the drive. Now, I'm going to stop for 2 seconds and say, you must learn to find the drive. Go to the drive. Everything you need for your business is there. Everything. They have all of the product information. They have all of the ingredient information. They have amazing marketing videos like the one that opened up this session tonight that you can actually download and use when you're having a K pop-up. There's information one sheets, there's brochures. There's nobody that is part of this opportunity that can say, I don't know what products we have if you spent any time on the drive. And there's so much more than that. There's so many tools and promotions promotional things, marketing things. You need a business card. Guess what? There's a template on the drive. So make sure as part of your business research and setting up your business that you're on the drive and looking up and getting the information that you need. You don't need to ask anybody, is there a list of ingredients? Go to the drive. So everything you need is going to be there. Uh, um, you're also going to be able to learn about the hero products, right? The giant Byung pool, the Jeju lava energy water, all the nanoliposomal technologies. So you can learn to do a little bit of geek speak, like our lovely, lovely Professor Angie does in the Product University. I'll never do it as well as her, but it is nice to know that information. But here's the thing, don't get caught up on it. When you're out there promoting the product, having your K-pop up, etc., just keep it simple. Let the product speak for itself. If they really want to know some of those fancy dancy terms, you can get them for them, but don't get hung up on it. Um, One of the best parts about the drive and starting out is our launching your business option. It's not always simple, right? But launching your new Remon business can be extremely easy. Here's the thing: it was $20 to enroll,
ang
right?
huli.
It was $20 to enroll as a planner, right? I look at it as being mute. How dare they mute me? Just kidding. Okay. Obviously, some people are joining with their microphones on. It's all good. I'm saying that for the $20 price to get in on this, it's like if you were able to start a franchise at 1950s prices today, right? I want to start a McDonald's franchise or Taco Bell or whatever it is and pay the prices they did back then, because that's basically what you're getting. Nobody starts a business for $20. When my wife and I started our fashion company 20 years ago, we had to invest $80,000 to get going. This is like being able to start that same business my wife and I had. You can make the same amount of money. I personally know and have met people here, and some of our senior directors and national directors, they are making six-figure income. So it is 100% possible, and you're paying $20 to get going. Take advantage of absolutely every piece of what you're seeing on this orientation. Now I lost control of my mouse. So this form, the launching your business form, is what I want to talk about a little bit. This is included. It's extremely important you fill this form out. You're going to see that it has some short-term goals, some long-term goals. It's going to ask you about your why, right? Have a plan as to what you intend to do to get your business underway. Have a call to action that will allow you to achieve greater success. After the convention this last weekend, I am completely rethinking my plan and giving myself new goals because of everything that was announced and because of where I feel we're at right now in this business. So just what is your why? Are you just here because you want to try to make an extra $500? You want to make an extra $1,000? You're trying to help pay for your, kids' tuitions or help put them through school, or you just want to make a car or mortgage payment? It doesn't have to be something grandiose. I came in hoping to just make enough money to pay my mortgage monthly, and guess what? I'm there. So now that's why I said I got to rethink my goals. And after seeing what other people have done, I got to rethink my goals, because it's going to be so much more than that. And right now is the time to make that happen. So it's going to give you more freedom. It's going to allow you to just have the financial the financial security that will help you in whatever way that is. Again, a couple $100, a couple $1,000, six-figure income. It's going to be up to you exactly what you do. I'm going to leave you before I go with one final quote. It's from my favorite movie, and I have to do this. The quote is this: "Do or do not. There is no try." Master Yoda, do or do not. If you say, "Oh, I guess I'll try," try implies you giving yourself the option to fail. Don't give yourself the option to fail. If you're going to do it, if you're going to jump in feet first like the rest of us, put it in the chat right now. I'm going to do it. That's what you need to do to take advantage of this opportunity, to make the most out of everything you're being given for this amazing, amazing product, this opportunity. And I can't say enough about what I think about Remon. I am so blessed to be here, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen. And I'd love to introduce you to our next speaker, Miss Dena Peacock. I saw her at the convention this last weekend in the social media panel. She is a joyful, lovely, funny person, digital content creator, marketing specialist, and I hope you'll get as much out of what she has to say as I did. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. Hello. Let's see. Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. So I wanted to just tell you these products. I've not I abused my skin a lot as a young person. And so it wasn't until about 15 years ago that I really started taking care of my skin. And so I love products. I love skincare products, and I've used a lot of things, a lot of things. And I follow an influencer, and she is so talented, and she's so good at what she does. And so what she does is she really taught me the importance of prepping the skin and taking care of the skin to kind of kind of take care of the canvas before you put the makeup on, and how to prepare for that. And it was all new to me, and I loved what I was seeing. And of course, she's 26, I'm 58. So why I thought I was going to achieve her results, but she would use all these products and her skin would always be so super hydrated, so nourished, glass skin, before she would even start with her makeup, which is her specialty. So yeah, did I buy the things she recommended? Oh yeah, I did. My skin, and so I tell you that because the very first time that I used these products, I knew what I had achieved by that story. And I'd never felt that nourishment. I'd never had anything close to looking like a glass skin. And then 4.5 days later, I was too impatient to wait 5 days. I took my after picture, and I screamed literally in the bathroom. My husband's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, look at this, look at this." So 4.5 days, that will be 9 applications. I saw results and could not believe my eyes. And I know for the first couple of months that I used this skincare, I touch my face all the time, and you're not supposed to put your hand on your face, but do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, you just cannot get over how smooth and soft your face feels. So I look at it this way: we truly have the fountain of youth. That's exactly what we have. These products 100% work. And I'm going to tell you, people are looking for what we have. And the real hero of the story is the products. And so I just encourage you to get this on people's skin, because, I look at it like a customer for life, because they're not going to abandon this. I know I never will. Will you? Will you never use this? So you see the quality, not even getting into the packaging and all those wonderful things, but I have a graveyard of products. I spent a lot of money on all of those things I told you about that were not going to work for me. So to achieve what I'd been trying to achieve by buying all of these products, on the very first application, I was ecstatic because I knew what I had my hands on. And the other thing, is there's two other products that you must have. They're absolute must-haves, and it's the Viaton multi-use stick and the body cream. If you do not have those two products, they are your winter survival kit. It is hydrating all things, head to toe. And this is going to be incredible to get these products. I believe we could go build $1 million business each on the body cream alone. So if you've not gotten that body cream, get it in your hands. It literally, every time you apply it, your skin is better than it was before you applied it before. It is healing my skin. And so I'm absolutely blown away. So I hope that this helps with just a little bit more of, you know, what you have your hands on, guys. We literally have our hands on the best. I know it's the best. I hope you know it's the best, and no one can touch it. So I'm super excited. I'm just so happy this found me. So I'm now going to pass this to Mr. Steve Hyun, and to
Hey, Dena, thank you so much for your testimonial. And thank you also, Scott, for opening up the call today. Just want to welcome everybody that's joining us today on this orientation. Everyone just got back from the convention, super excited, super fired up. Right now, everyone's on like cloud nine, right? And that's the same thing with me right now as well. Just came back, just finished our national director promotion right now as well. And I love these orientations because these orientations are truly the building block of our business, right? One of the most important building block of our businesses is this orientation. I remember coming to my first orientation, my first meeting just like this. I was excited at the very beginning, but at the same time, I was very nervous. Can a guy like me really have success in this industry, right? But my mentor told me, Steve, there's trainings, there's orientations, just follow the system, right? Learn how to become a manager, senior manager, team leader, and director and higher. And that's what I did. I plugged into these meetings. I invited people just to these meetings as well. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you the senior manager game plan on how you can become a senior manager and how you can help, of course, your team members also enroll and become a senior manager as well. So when you first start with Riemann, obviously, we all start at the planner position where you can earn 10%, all right, in commissions on all your sales. But you don't have to start as a planner. You could go right into manager as well. How do you become a manager? You have to complete 3,000 business points in total sale volume. Once you do so, in your most recent 3 months, you become a status of manager, and you can now unlock 20% base commission with additional 5% rewards. Now, you could also become a senior manager, which is 6,000 business points. How do you do that? Well, just get total about 6,000 business points worth of total products. You could do this on your day one. You could do this with a group of partners or customers. Once you have a collective group volume of 6,000, you become a senior manager. And obviously, the benefit of getting to senior manager quickly is because now you can earn up to 30 plus 5% in commission and rewards by being a senior manager. So when I first looked at this compensation plan in the very beginning, and they told me, Steve, you could start as a planner, manager, senior manager, I went right into senior manager only because I wanted to get the biggest cash back and the biggest discount on my initial investment. And I wanted to start at the highest margin on day one, right? So I started at the senior manager position. But guess what? I told myself, you know what? I'm going to use these products. I'm going to share the products. I'm going to sell the products. And right away, I was able to get rid of the 6,000 business points very, very quickly. But when you get started with us, you want to make a goal date, right? You want to make a goal date of, okay, when do you want to get senior manager done? When do you want to get manager done? If this is your first week with us with Riemann, your second week with Riemann, maybe it's your third week or your first month with Riemann, make it a goal that you will get senior manager or managers done. I was just talking with a few individuals right after the convention. I told them, hey, if you want to do well with Riemann, you got to make a commitment. You got to set a commitment, have a big belief, and start with either getting to manager, senior manager as soon as possible. And once you're completed with that, you will also have an achievement date on when you actually complete a senior manager, right? So what are the benefits of the senior manager, right? Well, benefits, obviously, you can get up to 35% in commission and rewards, not only on your personal orders, but also on your team orders as well, right? Obviously, senior manager qualification, I just mentioned, 6,000 business points in your most recent 3 months. You could take 3 months, but you could also do this on day one. And your personal orders, your customer orders all counts towards that 6,000 volume. If you have a team member on your first level, that can also count as well. If you're a team member on your first level, their customer orders can count as well. So if I got started today and I ordered, let's say, 3,000 business points, and then I signed up Scott, he signed up 3,000 business points, now that makes me a senior manager. Now, to release commissions every single month, you need to have at least 3 active customers, okay? That means 3 separate customer accounts need to at least buy 1 product at least for that to release commissions, okay? And obviously at the senior manager commission, personal and first level, it's a 25% base commission. At the same time, you also get additional 5% on your team incentive. What does that mean? That means that once you start building a team, right, and you have people on your level 1, your level 2, your level 3, and it starts growing, you could receive 5% additional commission on the levels below your first level as well. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to leave any money on the table. So that's why I started at the senior manager position. Remon also has a Remon dollar program. What does this mean? Remon says this: get 10 auto ship customers, and if you do so, we'll pay you an additional 5% in Remon dollars. And these Remon dollars, you can use it towards free products. You can use it towards merchandise, different gears, and get early access to different products. So I highly recommend all of you to get your 10 auto ship customers out of the way. Don't leave any money on the table, okay? On your personal orders, if you're a senior manager, you get 12.5% in cash back and 12.5% in Remon dollars as well, okay? So if you order 1,000 business points, 50% of that goes to cash, 50% of that goes to Remon dollars. You also get the 5% additional SM team incentive rebate, as well as you can also get the 5% in Remon dollars as well. So once you become a senior manager, obviously, if you have another senior manager right below you, you earn 5% off that senior manager's personal orders and customer orders in commissions, okay? If you have a manager in your team, right, you're at 30%, managers at 20%, so you earn 10% commission for every manager you have on your first level. Now, if you're a senior manager and you have a planner on your team right below you, planner keeps 10%, you keep 30%, so guess what happens? You earn 20% commission of every planner in your organization. And if you have a customer, right, if you're the senior manager and you have a customer, you earn 30% in commissions by having a customer, right? So if you have a customer that orders 1,000 business points and you're a senior manager, you get 30% of 1,000. That's $300 in commissions, right? Customer orders 2,000, that's $600 in commissions. And of course, having 10 customers, just go senior manager, get it done out of the way, and go there and help others become a senior manager. And that's going to get you to the next position called team leader, which is our first senior position, right? And the first senior position, which I believe that is the most, first leadership position, will help you now not only have all the benefits of senior manager now, but as a team leader, you start getting a raise. And the next individual who's a director also has experience in this industry as well. You heard her you speak this past weekend. You heard her train this weekend as well. She's me going over on how to become a team leader. So let's go out to the East Coast and welcome Truax to the call.
Hey, Steve, thank you for that. And congratulations on your national director promotion. I think we were all incredibly moved by your mom. That was it was very, very special. So congratulations. So you guys, I have a little bit of a convention hangover. I actually got all the way back to the East Coast and like at 12:30 last night. So hanging in there, but I do have the pleasure of sharing with you guys how to get to team leader, because this is a very, very key point in our comp plan. And I like to call it the point where our comp plan pops, because this is where you get the override from your entire organization. So if you're building a team, I love Remon. One thing that came here that Remon is so unique about is if you want to get customers and you want to make now money with your customers, you can do that and get heavily rewarded. But if you want to also build a team and you want to build generational money that lasts later, then that's where team leader and above really comes in, because that's your residual. As you grow a team, this is where a leadership match starts. This is where that really starts to first bud and then bloom as you build a greater team. And when you help people get customers and you help them, those new people also get customers, you don't know where those people may know people. They may know people in Taiwan. They may know people in some of the new countries we're moving into, Mexico, Singapore. They may know someone. So this is how we grow that long-term money. And that's with this team leader game plan. Now, I'm going to go into what you need for that. But the key is understanding it's a 5-month rolling to get to team leader. So just like Steve shared, we had the 3 months for manager and senior manager, okay? And those are legacy positions. Now, team leader is no longer a legacy position. This is a monthly position. You do have volume that you do have to acquire in order to maintain this position. But what I will tell you is you have 5 months rolling in order to do that. So you never lose your volume. It just continues to roll. So if you have September, October, November, December, January, and then, you move on 1 month, then September falls off, October, November, December, January, February. That's what rolling means. And that just continues to move and your volume continues to grow. So it gives you a little bit of time. Now, if you're coming in right now and say you're excited and you came in as senior manager, you're really maximizing this comp plan, and you're going hard and you're like, you know what, Tara, I want to be team leader by December 31st. Great. That's what you're going to put in this goal date. And it's important to have your goal date in there because it allows you to work backwards. It allows you to look, okay, I came in right now as senior manager. I have 6,000 volume in sales right now. I need to get to 50. This is how I'm leveraging the convention promos. This is my plan. To finish out September. Then you have October, November, December, and you're going to then use those numbers to go backwards. That goal date is going to help you do that, to map out that plan. It makes the bite-sized pieces so much easier. So what does this look like for you? I lost my cursor. Hang on. All right. So team leader is going to require 50,000 in BP in your 5 months rolling. Okay. Remember, those continue to roll. That you must have 3 senior manager legs separate. Okay. So you can have 100, it doesn't matter, but you must have 3 separate senior managers, 3 people that have 6,000 or more volume and have hit that promotion of senior manager. They do not have to be your own personally enrolled. You can enroll someone who enrolls someone who enrolls someone, and that person is senior manager, and that still counts. You need 7 managers total outside of those 3 senior managers. So it can be a combo of, it doesn't matter. You can have, so a total of 10. So 3 here, you're 3 senior managers. You can have a couple managers here and a couple here, and you can be team leader. Now, I highly encourage people to do it that way because as we build managers, that first promotion really is the stickiest promotion. You're helping people offset going from 10% to 20%. It really helps them maximize the comp plan for doing the same work. And you're also going to start creating team leaders a lot quicker in this comp plan. This also, this is super important. The most you can ever take from your volume is 50% from one leg. So it cannot all come from one leg. Just remember, the most you can take is 50%. After you hit team leader, it is a 10,000 BP monthly team leader open volume requirement to maintain the perks and leadership match of team leader. Now, this is where it shifts to 5 active customers. Just like Steve said, 5 an active customer is someone who purchases a product. It can be a returning customer. It can be a new customer. It's someone who purchases a product that month in your that is your personal customer. This now unlocks 45% commission. So you saw 10 for planner, 20 for manager, 30 for senior manager with the 5% override in Remon dollars. Now you're at 40% with 5% override in Remon dollars here for hitting team leader, which is phenomenal. Now this gives you unlimited levels in your team leader group. So you have all that volume rolling up to you, 40% base commission, 3 generations of leadership match, starting at your first generation, 15%, and then 10 and 10%, which is super incredible, you guys, because generations does not mean levels. So you could have many people and then a team leader, and that would be your first generation, which is super unique and really cool. Plus, for Remon dollars here, this is also a really cool perk of the comp plan, especially as you're developing leaders. You get an additional 5% on unlimited levels in your team leader groups. So for having 10 auto ship customers. So for example, last month I had 10 auto ship customers, and my open team leader group, I actually can't remember, but say 50,000 in volume. So I get an extra 5% on that 50,000. That is a lot of Remon dollars. I can then invest back into my team for pop-ups to do a lot of things to invest back into my business, which is an incredible perk, and I absolutely love it. On our personal orders here too, also something super unique that I love, we get on our own personal orders 20% cash, 20% Remon dollars back on all of our personal orders, plus an additional 5% when we have that extra 10. So you guys, getting to team leader is seriously the place that it's at. I tell people, if you're building a team, this is where you want to go. So if you have a senior manager, you're a team leader, you have a senior manager under you, that senior manager, okay, you're going to get 10% for them because they're going to make that 30, the other 10 is going to roll up to you plus the 5% Remon dollars. If you have that manager, They get the 20, then you get the other 20. Then you go to planner. They get 10, you get the rest of it. You're going to get 30%. And then on your customers, you get that 40%. You have those 10 customers, you're going to get those Remon dollars as well on your entire organization. So we want you to map out team leader. This is attainable for anyone. Help people get manager. By building that first promotion of manager, you will build to team leader. Let's take small bite-sized chunks. Let's get people to manager. Let's do automatically getting people to manager. We'll get you to team leader just like this. This is an example of 3 senior managers. Each one of those senior managers coming in at 6,000 BP already. You'll see you knock that 50,000 out of the park. Boom, do right there. You are going to be team leader. Now I'm going to tell you, I see this over and over and over. People get the volume all the time. People love sales here. It is so easy to sell our products. It is getting those managers. It's always that last senior manager. So if we really focus on that first promotion of helping people get and lock in that 20%, you too coming in, really increasing that 10% to 20% to that manager level, you will start creating team leaders in your organization super quick, and you will be really, really, really happy. So with that being said, I have the honor to introduce not only the person who brought me into Remon, who did not stop calling me from October until January when I would not put the product on my face, and he didn't give up, because I would not be in Remon, you guys, if he didn't convince me to put it on my face. As much as I'm business minded, as long as I've been in this industry, I truly had to have that experience, and he knew it. And with that commitment and with that drive, he has done billions. Yes, I said billions in sales in the skincare industry in this world. He is a K-pop star. He is a phenomenal leader. And with that, I'm good to go to Jeju Island with him in a couple weeks. Chris Kim gets to close it out for us.
Thank you so much, Tara. I want to give a shout out to everybody. Tara, you did a great job. Mr. Scott Allen, amazing story. Thank you for a great start. Dena, I love your feedback, your testimony. Steve, Mr. National Director, Mr. International, you did a great job. I just want to pay homage to all the leaders giving us their special time dropping these golden nuggets. Today, I have the honor of closing out the meeting. So I'm just going to kind of recap on really a few elements of what is actually important. What are the things necessary to take that business to the next level? And I'm going to be doing some Remon Roadmap Convention recap. So with that said, I'm going to dive right into it. I'll make sure we end promptly right on time. So let's get started. So my part is all about launching your business, right? It's a commitment to the plan. And for those of you that were at the convention, that heard my part in training, I specifically touched upon the part of doing things with intention, right? And the intention falls on the momentum creating activities that will help you go along in the bonus plan of manager, senior manager, team leader, director, and so on. But the most important thing is this little word right here that says action. It's all about taking action, because when you take action, there is going to be another reaction that really helps you really be that stepping stone to really start your business and really develop your team. And the first thing that we like to emphasize most on is scheduling your 2K pop-ups. For the new people, what I would like to say is a bad K pop-up is much better than a perfect K pop-up tomorrow, because most people that come and attend your K pop-up, what they're going to remember most is their experience, right? They're not going to really remember how good you were or how smooth you talked, but it's really what kind of an impact these products left on a person. And because the product is the superstar of the show, they will do the heavy lifting for you and do 90% of the work. So it's absolutely important to get out there, find people to talk to. And what do? Talk to them, schedule your 2K pop-ups, right? Make a commitment to your first date, your second date. Also, it's all about creating a list. You see, the list is by far the most important part of your business, because you see, you've been doing this all your life. It's called relationship marketing. Every time you see a great movie, you would refer it to a friend. Hey, did you see that movie? That movie's so great. Or even if it was a skincare product that you're using, right? If there's noticeable results, people are going to ask you, hey, did you do something to your face? And you say, to the contrary, I'm using a product called Incel Derm. That in itself, you're already promoting something, right? And we have a list of people, a plethora of list of people that we could promote this to. And it's not really about who's going to join and who's not, but it's all about doing the activities. And your list is kind of like your ammunition, right? And you're going to have 3 sectors of contacts. You're going to have your email list, you're going to have your cell phone contact list, and you're going to have your social media list. And it's all about working the law of averages, right? Do your best, God will do the rest. Don't worry about the results. It's all about focusing on the activities that's going to make you good, make you a powerful planner that can take you through the ranks and really duplicate yourself. Another thing is also creating your product story. You know, in our company, the product is the superstar, and probably 99% of the time when you're using these products, it usually becomes that catalyst to spark a conversation. Hey, what did you do to your face? Did you get Botox? What are you using? And that in itself will naturally create the conversation about the Remon opportunity or the in-sell-derm experience. It is absolutely important to be a master promoter of the products you're using, and you will be a walking billboard. So as I move along, you know, there are so many countless before and after pictures. I'm pretty sure for the new people that are on this orientation call today, you've probably seen countless before and after pictures, but the most important thing is document your story today, create your story today. I said this jokingly, but you're never going to be ugly again, right? You know, make sure you document the first face, right? Because then it can create a scale of really what these products can do. Because what? Facts tell, stories sell, and let your results sell. So it's absolutely important to create that story. You know, make that commitment to create your product story, right? The events to attend, right? The orientation and the presentation every Tuesday, every Thursday. You have powerful speakers all the way from team leaders, directors, senior directors, national directors navigating the course for you. Make sure you guys get on. It's a multifaceted training for you guys, right? For the new people, you're going to be able to take advantage of the orientation, really know the ABC 1, 2, 3s. The presentation, it gives you the full disclosure of really what our industry is about, what kind of platform you could build your business on. But there's also another prong to this. And if you're an existing manager, planner, senior manager, team leader, keep getting on these calls because you got great speakers from all walks of life with a different point of view that's going to tell you a similar story, but in their own interpretation. And it becomes golden nuggets that with the things and the stories and the testimonies that you can relate to and make it your own. And it will create this powerful, compelling repetition of presentation for you that you'll only get good at as time passes. So make a commitment to attend the orientation, presentation, show up with a journal. Even if you've been on 2, 3 times, make a commitment to be on 10 times, master the orientation, master the presentation. Get involved in your team event, right? Whether it's the HQ meeting, right? Or it's a one-on-one, a two-on-one, a team meeting, a team Zoom. Make sure you participate because every event is a opportunity to create an exposure to enhance your business, right? Make a commitment to your first training date. You know, we have Mr. Danny Bay committing to these team leader leadership workshops. We have the orientations. We have so many things like our speakers talked about the drive. All of these things are there that shows you the schedule of events. Make sure you take action and you participate with intention. Now, your first convention date. Now we are coming out hot out of the convention, right? You know, our first speaker, Mr. Scott Allen, said something that really captured me. And he said, you know what? I went to this convention and I had a newfound commitment. And this is what I've been talking about for weeks, guys. I talked about if you're a new Remon planner, we don't consider you an official planner until you've experienced a Remon convention, because those are where the stories are told. The commitments, newfound commitments are, you know, recommitted. And also it shows you a broad spectrum of stories that all people from all walks of life can make it happen, and you can too. So make sure you make a commitment to that next convention date, which is going to be Las Vegas. So moving forward, I'm going to be closing it up and wrapping it up with some major announcements. You know, coming out of the convention, we are hot. So make sure you take advantage of all these wonderful speakers. On September 19th, the day after tomorrow, we will be hosting our Opportunity Remon Revealed presentation. Make sure you get a screenshot of the calendar of events. Following the next week, Tuesday, we also have our next orientation. We got amazing speakers. Some of these people were newly promoted senior directors, team leaders, national directors. So you're going to hear golden nuggets from these speakers. Make sure you guys get on. And moving on to the next Thursday opportunity, we have the wonderful Miss Karen Kang, right? She did an amazing job closing out the convention, and she talked about the importance of events, team events, right? And she's going to be dropping these golden nuggets, sharing her story. Make sure you guys all participate, take advantage of these wonderful events, because this is what is going to grow your business. Also, starting from October, we will be launching House of Riemann Monday in-person live events. This will be streamed via Zoom for those of you that are not in Southern California. Registration starts at 6:30. It will commence at 7, and we will be out by 8 p.m. Also announcing the Riemann retreats. Congratulations to all the directors, all the top producing directors that got promoted on stage. Yes, if you saw a director walking that stage during this convention, they will be in Jeju Island next month participating in the Riemann retreats. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret too. It is absolutely important to become a director, because once you're a director, not just the Riemann retreats, but you reserve the rights to, as long as there's availability, director and higher, they can also schedule their own private trip. If there's availability, Riemann Korea allows directors to book their own private trip there to go with their family or do whatnot. So directors really get to enjoy the fruits of their labor through Riemann retreats and the Riemann Village. But with that said, I'm really excited about the next Riemann retreat here in North America. 2025, Riemann travels differently. We are going to Cabo, right? And when it comes to Cabo, the all-inclusive, everything for free, it's just better, right? And this is actually open to everybody to take advantage of the promos. The promotion details are, it's going to be at the Hard Rock Hotel in Los Cabos, Mexico. It's a 5-day, 4-night trip. Spring 2025, here we come, May 14th through the 18th. So make sure you guys stay tuned for some updates. These are some of the qualifications. How do I qualify? You'll be able to see this on the Riemann Drive, like Mr. Scott talked about. Make sure you go there. You're going to be able to see all the qualifications, really the details of how to do this. So make sure you guys take a look at this so you guys know how to navigate your team. These are some of the travel point compensation plan programs where a senior manager, you promote people in your organization for rank advancement, sponsoring people, monthly performance, product sales. It's all going to go towards your Cabo trip. So make sure you guys get a jump on this, run with a bang. But with that said, I want to talk about the Riemann Road Pack Travel Convention kits, because this promotion is literally like the cheat code. What they have done, they were gracious enough to extend this to September 22nd. The deadline is literally in about 5 days, right? We got 5 more days to take advantage of this. And what makes this really special is these Riemann roadmap packs is, if anybody that you sponsor takes advantage of these Riemann roadmap packages, the travel points that is awarded to that planner will also be a double dip to go to the upline sponsor as well. So take advantage of these. We were graciously lucky enough to extend these because coming out of the convention, there was so much travel schedules, getting back to their homes. People had to go to the East Coast. Take advantage now, right? So with the roadmap package, the 302 BP package, you're going to get the EX line with an experience kit. The 1000 BP, you're going to get 2 experience kit, the Deep Talk Plus, the collagen, and the entire line of the skincare with the Radiance 100 EX line and the collagen melting sheet. Obviously, the Riemann roadmap premium package, you're going to get best of both worlds with the Rad 100 EX line experience kit. You're going to get basically 2 of everything. You're going to be able to take advantage of all these products. And remember, it is so important to have products on hand. If you talk to anybody that is a master at K-pop-ups, a lot of the times products are sold on slot. These are not $300-400 products that somebody has to think about. Think of it more like Girl Scout cookies. If they see something they're interested in, they caught their attention. Yeah, I want that. I want to buy that now. How can I pay you? I'll Venmo you. I'll Zelle you. A lot of transactions happen on slot. So make sure you take advantage of these. Bang for your buck. While you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you get to travel to Cabo. Okay, I'm going to go over the CAD Canadian kits. It's the same thing. This is calculated at the same price at 1.3x CAD. So here's the 300 BP kit. We also have the 1000 BP kit Riemann roadmap package. You're going to get 2 experience kit. You're going to be able to pretty much get everything except for the collagen shots, because it's the Canada Health regulation right now. That will be approved. And also you're going to get 2 to 3x of every product in the Riemann Canadian premium package for $23.29 CAD. So these are all the packages. I'm going to be going over the Riemann convention. Remember, the convention is where all the magic happens. And the next convention in 6 months, March 15th to March 16th, we are doing it in Viva Las Vegas, baby. You know, Las Vegas has such a special element to it when you're doing conventions. It's such a great atmosphere. You know, lots of fun things to do. A lot of memories are made, and this is where your commitment is renewed. We're gonna have a lot of fun. This is pretty much the 2-year anniversary for Remon's launch in North America. Their first launch was in Las Vegas. That's when I was kind of window shopping. I was lucky enough to be at the first event. It was a life-changing event. I think that event is what really pushed me over the edge to really commit to this amazing opportunity. So I hope so you guys can do so as well. This is the schedule of events for the team leaders and higher. Usually we used to do the team leader function Saturday night after the first session, but this one we will be doing it Friday night, 6 to 9 p.m. For all the senior managers, I like to address you as team leader candidates. Wrap it up, get it done, get to this party. You know, you're going to be able to spend time with the chairman, all the top earners, all the executives. It's a great time to be a world-class networker. Get here. So make sure as you schedule 6 months down the road, make sure you pencil in Friday is also a convention event. So make sure you guys scan your QR codes. We are almost completely already sold out for the Vegas event. So make sure you guys take advantage, book your tickets now. Okay, early bird, as I showed you, $99 and $6.99 for the 10-pack. The prices will go up as you see. The regular price is $149 a ticket and $8.99. That is a $200 difference for the 10-pack bundle. So today we got to go over support, system, the Remon.com, what we're all about, the drive, all the tools that you need, launching your business, right? Going through the ranks, manager, senior manager, team leader, monthly event and calendar promotions. So I want to thank everybody tonight for giving me your time, being on here. We just ended the convention. So I hope all of you that were at the convention have a newfound, renewed commitment. I'll see you guys at the top. Thank you for having me. We are living through some exciting times. So I'll end it with that. Thank you very much. Have a great night. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.
Recording stopped.